All right, George, you know, it's interesting. There's such a beautiful picture over your shoulder right now. The irony that just a day ago the sky was so different. Same thing here. Very cold this morning and a cold reality as well. One of the men said it was like the tornado had hands, the way it twisted everything up. And we see that behind us is now a beautiful sky is starting to come up on what's going to be a very tough day for people, Indra.
Yeah, you know, it's so much damage out there. And one of the things they're going to have to figure out is so much of this, was it straight line winds or was it actual leaf damage from a tornado? And really the answer is it's going to be a combination of both. First, keep in mind how rare this is. This is November. Typically, you see about 50 tornadoes for the entire country for the month of November. Now here, they saw about 81 reports of tornadoes in just one day. So let's talk about why. What was the setup yesterday? Yes, we are cold. It is very cold this morning, but yesterday that was not the case. Temperatures are about 20 degrees above normal. They were seeing 70s yesterday. But still, that's not typically what you see in the springtime. So what allowed the severe weather outbreak? I mean, we had a high risk yesterday, only the second high risk of the entire year. Well, what it was there were already these strong winds coming out of the south. 70, 80 mile per hour winds were out there, regardless of the tornado. You combine that with those temperatures that were above normal. Then you had the jet stream in place and a system moving across the country. So you had all these perfect elements really come together and give you that severe weather outbreak yesterday. Now keep in mind, there were 500 reports of also wind damage out here. So if you take a look behind me, notice, look at the damage we're talking about. We're talking about literally bark stripped off the trees. This is actually a residential area, and you can't even tell or even see a resemblance of what this looked like just 24 hours ago. You're just seeing maybe some interior walls left, and really over to the left, we actually have a two-story building you can't see right now, but cinder blocks are even knocked down. So you really have to wonder how strong were these winds, and that's what the National Weather Service is going to be evaluating today. We don't know exactly what the strength was until they come out and survey this damage and indicate how strong it was.
They have a lot of evidence, though. We're seeing things, how they were manipulated by the winds that will give those who know real insight into the situation.
Exactly.
And we'll be waiting for it.
Overturned vehicles and, of course, the structural integrity of these buildings.
Right, and obviously the best information isn't going to be statistical. It's going to be anecdotal from what people live through. For example,